Tornado. A tale of a malicious revenge. It was the pleasant morning. Fresh breeze was caressing all the leaves and flowers. The bliss of the enchanting beauty of nature was in abundance. But somebody there in his abode was in anguish and agonizing despair due to the things he overheard accidentally, the plan that he made since the time he knew about the great happening of all times. He felt devastated and that the foothold was slipping under his feet. He wanted to ravish everything in his way that was the cause and the hindrance to fulfill his devised intentions for his dream of enthronement over all the times as the mightiest one who could rule for eternity. In a fit of rage, he decided to take things to their highest levels in order to take the risk of his life. He was fully aware of the dire consequences of the treacherous designs. He was willing to uphill, but even so the cost was great and the journey was tough. He was determined to leave no stone unturned to get to the chance of a lifetime. He convinced the people near him to draw the mind map to get on the road where even the angels would dread to take. The burning desire to have his hands on the throne and ultimate authority was driving him and was motivating him violently against all the odds in his dream destination. He gathered his forces against the highest one, conspirated with the arch enemy of his, and pulled his horses to put in action all his designs. The people whom he trusted were assigned the tasks to carry out all his orders flawlessly. He prepared all the tools for the war that meant a life to him. He never knew that the evil could come back to the one who orchestrated it for others. The evil one who joined hands secretly with him to conspire against the authority, told everything to the other side to be benefited from the both sides. He did not shake hand with him only, but also shook the same hand with the higher one as well. He made a deal with him too, as he did with the heir of the missing tornado. He was promised all the earth to be given to him, to have it rule as he would please. The rage was so strong to be controlled by any advice or suggestion. He madly ran into the snare for his life without thinking about any other thing. The reason behind all this was nothing but the exalted plan made by the God to all. The tornado rebelled and protested forcefully to sabotage everything that was so dearly made and arranged by the master. Although he had the supremacy over all other subordinates, but nothing could quench the insatiable desire for more and more, and eventually to get all. He inflicted a great pain and torture upon the anointed one in order to destroy her, to snatch everything that was rightfully hers, and give that bliss to his barren mother, despite of the many warnings to refrain from it. He cared a fig to any word of warning and moved on further with the consistent, obstinate foolishness, caring a least for the consequences or miserable fate that could hunt him down in the wake of his evil war. He poured the worst on the one who was in his mother's way to become the wife of the master. His mother, the agent who was to comply with his will, the power could have trickled down to him from her if only she had been the one chosen by the master to be his wife and queen. Despite of his eager anticipation, the matters went completely contrary to it. He received the shocking news about somebody who was prepared and made ready all the years to be the wife and queen, and to take her rightful place in the great circle of life, and the majestic hierarchy of enthronement. From that day he could not pacify himself, even if was given many opportunities and compensation to calm his anguish down. He continued his vicious treachery against the rightful one and against the divine plan, and carried out every brutality that was in his means to frighten her away or to terminate her very existence, to make his way. In the end, the master got really furious against the tornado's evil designs and decided to punish him and his mother for every cruelty that they had been indulged with, to teach a lesson to her. He was punished and was thrown out of the royal court. His title of the lordship got taken back, and he was sent away to live in a shameful misery with his mother, having her as the only source of his needs and desires. She was taught the worst lesson for her pitiful supporting to his son in all his wrongdoings. They were banished forever from the house of the great master, to live in disgrace and severe humiliation, to suffer infinitely. For more videos, like, subscribe and comment.